Inflation is at a 30-year high. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of Heise Says US. Grab your stein of coffee and let's have a look at this article from CNBC discussing key indicator posts biggest year-over-year gain in nearly 3 decades. Well, inflation is skyrocketing, as we're seeing, and as people are experiencing. One of the favorite Twitter accounts that I actually follow is Biden voters posting their L's, and constantly, one after the other, it's people complaining about petrol being too expensive, about this being too expensive, and saying, why did we vote for this guy? Well, sadly, it takes some time for people to learn. So let's look at the current inflation rate. It's sitting at 5%, everyone. There you go. So yeah, boom. And of course, you have Yellen and others advocating for a transitory inflation. It's just temporary, everyone. You've got shipping costs which are exacerbating it. You've got supply issues which are exacerbating it. You've got demand that is not in sync with supply, and that's all manifesting in overheating costs for things. So hopefully it will just be transitory and it will disappear, but we will have to see. So let's look at this article. Key inflation indicator posts the biggest year-over-year gain in nearly 3 decades. So, a key inflation indicator that the Federal Reserve uses to set policy rose 3.4% in May from a year ago, the fastest increase since the early 1990s, the Commerce Department reported on Friday. See, even if you don't believe this inflation rate, you go by other statistics, you're critical of it, it doesn't matter, because this is what they're going to be using to set policy, and this will have a ripple through of the entire economy. Though the gain was the biggest since April 92, it met the Dow Jones estimates, and the market reacted little to the news. The stock market posted mostly solid gains, while government bond yields were moderately higher. The core personal consumption expenditure price index increase reflects the rapid pace of economic expansion and resulting price pressures, and amplified how far the nation has come since the COVID pandemic-induced shutdown of 2020. Though the reading could add to inflation concerns, Fed officials continue to insist that they see the current situation as temporary and likely to abate as conditions return to normal. The core index rose 0.5% for the month, which actually was below the 0.6% estimate. Including volatile food and energy prices, the PCE index rose 3.9% for the year and 0.4% for the month. Most of the inflation increase came from energy, with prices rising 27.4% against just a 0.4% gain in food costs. Well, you can eat, but you can't cook your food because it's so bloody expensive. The headline increase was the biggest since August 2008, just before the worst of the financial crisis hit, and sent inflation on a path lower that would last throughout the longest economic recovery in US history. Inflation has spiked recently amid a confluence of factors. They include supply chain disruptions, in which manufacturers of key products have been unable to keep up with escalating demand that has come with the economic reopening. Soaring real estate prices have also played a factor as lumber costs have soared, though the trend has reversed lately. Finally, the current numbers are influenced by what economists call base effects, or skewed comparisons with a year ago when government restrictions put much of the economy in limbo. Those base effects are likely to dissipate when the June numbers come out next month. A separate part of Thursday's report showed that consumer spending was flat for the month versus the estimate of a 0.4% increase, while personal income declined 2%, less than the expected 2.7% decline. Those numbers also had been distorted primarily by government stimulus checks that had sharply boosted both income and spending. The personal savings rate was 12.4%, a decline from April's 14.5%. So there you have it, everyone. Inflation sitting at, well, nearly a 30-year high, skyrocketing up, and people experiencing it day to day. What are the solutions or the takeaways? Well, you can hope that the Fed is right and this will just be transitory, or you could look at investing in other things. Some people go to precious metals. They go to gold. They go to property. They go to crypto. Let's have a look. We'll bring up here. Let's go to trading economics and look at the current gold price. We go here. You can see gold is at $17.80. Silver is at $26.20. So there you go. Gold. What about crypto? We go to the cryptocurrencies. Coin market cap, everyone. Bitcoin is at $34,350. It broke that $30,000 mark recently, a few days ago. I was watching a YouTuber, the Martini guy, as he was doing a live stream of it going down. He lost 8 figures, but now he's climbing back up again. Crypto is a very volatile market. You have to have the stomach for it. We can see Bitcoin's in the green while nearly everything else is in the red, except for Wrap Bitcoin and Internet Computer Group, ICP. There you go, up to $44. So a bit all over the place there. And good old Ethereum. Yeah, last 7 days it's down 4.89%. In the last 24 hours it's up 4.74%. Just the good old crypto volatility. What about shares, everyone? Well, if we look, let's jump back here. Let's look at some of the indices. You've got the US 500, the SPX, and we can see, there you go, 4,283. And what about some of the popular shares? Apple. How's Apple doing? Apple, $133, trimming a bit. Good old Tesla. There you go, $670. It's going to be an interesting one to watch Tesla, to see just where it ends up, how the Tesla story is going to end up, because some of these price to earnings ratios, people are betting on these companies to just be insane in the future. Look at the auto industry. We looked at a video recently just at the auto industry and the number of new auto manufacturers that all started up right at the beginning. It's similar to crypto. So many of these new companies, new cryptos, all coming up. Which ones are going to be the winners? You're going to bet on the winners. You're going to get the right ones. So there's some suggestions that people invest in. Here in Australia, we have property, also known as Aussie Gold, which everyone dives in as a way to hedge from inflation. I can't see that changing anytime soon, not with our culture. So what do you think? Are you worried about inflation? Let us know your opinions in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can sign up on YouTube or Patreon, use Self-Wealth or Stake, use any of our affiliate links from Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or Aussie Broadband, buy our merch from Heise Says, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, have a great day. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.